Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It's Garlaanx here bringing you a new Neverwinter video, and I was bored, so there's no purpose of this video. Other people have done videos on the new Astral Lockbox opening, etc. So we're actually on the preview because I'm not dumb enough to spend, Astral Diamonds on live on the Astral Lockbox, but I just want to show you guys what the RNG looks like. We're going to open up 1,000 of them, essentially 999. That equates to about 60 million AD. That's while the sell is going on. That's VIP 12 plus the sell. Each box is 60,000 AD. So, yeah. I don't advise anyone to open these boxes unless you really need trade bars, but there's other boxes that will yield more trade bars in my opinion. So the gotcha mechanic here is obviously you don't need an enchanted key, you're just simply spending Astral Diamonds on a box. So unless you have millions upon billions of AD lying around, there's no real reason to open this in my opinion. So we're on Take My Money. I don't know how long this video is going to be, we're just going to spam through these as fast as we can. So without further ado, here's a look at the box, the current setup. Again, the major hits are the Zariel account, the Frost Giantess, probably the Leaf Spider, even though you can get it for cheap, the Cunning Mimic, the Incubus, the Owlbear Cub, the Tutor. So let's just spam through these as fast as we can, I guess, and see what happens. So without further ado, boys. Unfortunately, you can't spam these super fast. You have to wait for the mechanics, so yeah, I don't know how long this video is going to be. We'll probably have to pause because I'll probably hit my trade bar threshold, I would assume, at some point. So just a nice relaxing video. I don't know if we'll do all 1,000 of these or not. Probably not. We'll probably do a couple hundred, then I'll cut the video in editing the, the ending or something out of 1,000 boxes. I mean, this video will be an hour long if I have to sit here and do 1,000 boxes without, simply making any edits to the video or whatnot. So I guess while we're sitting here spamming this, now you guys know I made a video already on this if you want to go back and watch that video on the fiasco about this, why it's such a big deal. A lot of people were bent out of shape about the Zariel. They did make good on that per se. They gave the top 100 leaderboard people a new Zariel that has golden wings, so you can essentially tell the difference between the two. Now, they did give it away as mythic and account bound to that top 100. However, it was bound. You couldn't sell that, so that's a little disappointing for me, as I would have liked to get my hands on one, but I did not get top 100, but I would have gladly paid someone else that didn't care about it. So it is what it is. I'll just keep my epic Zariel, and everyone will know that, that epic Zariel is truly the OG one before this fiasco started. And it is what it is, guys. I mean, Cryptic gonna do what Cryptic wants to do. So you can see how bad these are, to be completely honest. I mean, we're almost 50 in and we haven't had a single hit yet. Again, the only reason to open these is really the trade bar value. But the trade bar merchant hasn't been updated in a very long time. So there's our first actual hit. And it's just the Leaf Spider. Again, if you watched my video on the fiasco of this lockbox, the Leaf Spider was sold in the Zen market exclusively. It was only about 1,000 Zen, but it was a Zen market exclusive. So them putting a Zen market exclusive, even if it's so minute as just 1,000 Zen, $10 essentially, it's still a slap in the face to any player that bought that mount for $10 essentially. I don't know who thought this was an idea. We actually just hit the Frost Giant on box 63. So there you go. There's our first major pull at least. And this is the Big Daddy. So not only do you have the Leaf Spider being a Zen only exclusive, but if you watched my video, we talked about the Frost Giantess. This is like $150, $200 mount skin that they sold. exclusively. It was the only way to get it. I know the debate is, well, you paid for the Zen, not the skin. The skin was a bonus. Yeah, that's a bunch of BS. Yeah, you paid for the Zen, but that was the only way to get this skin. So them simply putting it in the lockbox, knowing people spent USD or whatever your country currency is still a major slap in the face, man. Like, that's nonsense. So you can agree or disagree with me on that, but I know most of the player base that was upset about this is justified in my opinion. Not only because I, obviously spent the money on the skin because I collect mount skins, it's still a slap in the face. Imagine paying $150 to $200 to get something exclusive just for the company to put it in the game for essentially free. You don't need enchanted keys for this box. You simply need AD. AD is free. You play the game, you get Astral Diamonds for free, you get enough AD, and you can buy these boxes. It's the same argument with the Cunning Mimic. It was the same sell. It was the winter sell from last year, 2021, the winter bundle sell. Again, I have videos on all this stuff. But the Cunning Mimic was $100. $100 to get a companion. Another $150 to get the Frost Giantess skin. You're talking about $250 to get a companion and a mount skin. Now, they ruined the Cunning Mimic because they actually put it in the Jubilee. But now it's in the Astral box. It just doesn't make sense. It's literally a slap in the face to every paying player. So, again, we did have the Leaf Spider, we got a Frost Giant, and we got the Cunning Mimic here. I don't know how many more I'll open. I really want to see if we can hit the Zariel, but I don't want this video to be an hour long. It would literally take an hour to open up 1,000 of these, most likely. Shout out to Mordecai for sending over the 1,000 Astral boxes. Again, that would be, 60 million AD. You're not going to get your AD back out of this box. You're simply not going to get it. We hit a honey badger here, nothing too important. You're simply not going to get it, guys. If you spend 60 million AD on this box, you will not get a return on your investment. Your ROI is going to be not even a quarter of that, in my opinion. Even with the amount of trade bars you're going to get, you're still not going to come any close to what you put in. The Astral boxes, when they first were introduced into the game, as I stated, was nothing more than an AD sink. It's a sad excuse for the company to try to take as much AD out of the economy as possible. To be honest, I'm not against that. I'm not against having AD sinks in the game. But the way the company is doing it is just completely incorrect. This box, it's just, if they would have kept it mediocre, there's another honey badger, I wouldn't have had, that much big of a deal to say about it. There's literally billions, if not trillions by now, of Astral Diamonds on the market. Maybe not on Xbox. I'm pretty sure I'm still the richest player in the entire game on all three platforms. I don't think anyone comes close to me. But when you're talking about billions of AD and players have nothing to spend that AD on, even us veteran players that have that money, we're not going to pay and sink our AD into this box. It just doesn't make sense for us. As a new player, yes, this is definitely a gotcha mechanic for a new player. Save up your free, 100% free Astral Diamonds, and when this event comes around, buy, as many boxes as you can. As a new player, you're going to get a lot of materials in here that are worthwhile. The trade bars, the insignias, even down to the refinement, just the refinement alone. The companion tokens, etc. As I said when this box was first introduced, it's nothing more than an AD sink, and it's geared toward new players. the sheer fact that they had the audacity to put these rare exclusive items in here, again, is nothing more than a slap in the face to all the veteran players and the players that spend money on the game. So I do have mixed feelings about the Astral box. However, it is what it is. It's Cryptic's game. They're going to do what they want to do. So at the end of the day, you can just take it on the chin, and that's what you're going to do. So we hit a Tenzer's disc here. This is the red version of the disc. We're almost 150 boxes in. From what I've been told, the Zariel is actually a really hard hit to get. You're talking about a fraction of a percent to even hit the Zariel. I believe, I forget who did it. Maybe Aragon. Aragon opened up, I think, 1,000 of these on preview as well, of course. And out of that 1,000 boxes, he only hit one Zariel. So, like I said in my previous videos on this box, I necessarily don't care about the Zariel. Again, it's a slap in the face to all of those players that got top 100, grinded it out on the milestone to get that exclusive companion skin. Now, they did kind of remedy that situation. They did send out a new version of Zariel. They made it a mythic account-wide, and only 100 players per platform were able to, get that Zariel mythic account-wide. And the only differences they did were they made the wings gold, right? So the original Zariel had the white wings. Apparently this new exclusive that only 100 people have has gold wings, but you can barely tell the difference. It's the same fiasco with the milestone leaderboard mount skin that they did. They sold the white wings on the Zen market, the celestial wings, and the divine wings were like a glowing, a golden wing. But you could barely tell the difference between the two. And I said it when Mod 19 was relevant, is that they should have made the milestone 100 reward the dark version of the wings. They should have been black. They should have been black angel wings. So we hit a frost salamander here, account wide, yippee skippy, nothing important. But, I mean, that would have made it a lot better in my opinion. Making the top 100 wings stand out and not be so comparable to something you're literally selling in the Zen market that's accessible to everyone. But Cryptic doesn't understand that. They either don't understand that or they simply don't care. I said it for years that they simply don't care. We're coming up to 200 boxes here now. I don't know how long this video has been going on. It's mainly just me talking to you guys about this box. Again, I already made a video about the box, but I figure we'll open some up on preview just to see if we can get lucky and hit a Zariel. We just crossed the 200 mark now. Maybe we'll do another 100. Maybe we'll go to 500. Like I said, I don't know how long this video is. Hopefully you guys are at least enjoying the discussion. Because, the game's coming up on 10 years. We'll hit the 10-year anniversary next year. It's a 9-year-old game. And you would think that a company that has been working on this game for 9 years now would finally start to understand the player base and the direction of the game, but they don't. They simply don't care. It's their vision, and whether you like it or not. Remember the Mod 16 fiasco when they basically just redid the entire game during Mod 16? That was Thomas Foss. That was one man's vision for the entire game. In my opinion, Mod 16 is right around the time where almost everyone quit the game for the most part. Everyone moved on. They had enough. So Mod 16, in my opinion, was the beginning of the downfall of Neverwinter. It really was. Mod 16 introduced major changes into the game. People did not like it, and they quit. Simple as that. They quit. So we're coming into Mod 24 now. So Mod 16 was several years ago. And the game has been changed numerous times from Mod 16 all the way up to we're in Mod 23 right now, on the verge of Mod 24. Now, this is expected in the lifespan of a MMORPG. It is. There's going to be changes throughout the lifetime of an MMORPG. But again, The company has to understand its player base, its needs, its wants, etc. You can't just have one man making a vision on what the game should be, implementing it, and calling it a day. You can't be successful like that. It just doesn't work. Again, Cryptic doesn't care. Cryptic gonna do what Cryptic gonna do, and there's nothing anyone's gonna do about it. This is a free-to-play MMORPG on 3 platforms. It's a constant revolving door with new players coming into the game. That's why Neverwinter has been successful for 9 years. And it's going to continue being successful because it's a free-to-play title. Little Timmy can download the game and play it for a couple months and then quit. As long as little Timmy gets mommy and daddy's credit card and spends $100 in that 3 months, that's a win for Cryptic. I was really hoping that when Gearbox bought out Perfect World Entertainment, that we would see some changes. Now, as of yet, we have not seen any Gearbox influence. Obviously, if any, it's happening behind closed doors. But the thing is that, yes, Gearbox bought out, Perfect World. However, Cryptic Studios remains the same. It's still under the same leadership. It's still under the same development team, etc. Gearbox has not stepped in and made any adjustments in the leadership. Not to interrupt my own thoughts, but someone just hit a Zariel here on preview. I don't know if that's actually Mordecai or if that's someone else. So we're coming up to about the 300 mark yet. No Zariel. We're hunting Zariel. Like I said, the RNG is really bad on Zariel. And it's going to hold a price tag. If you look on the live servers right now at the account-wide Legendary Zariel Companion, they're still holding firm at 10 million plus. And I don't see them dropping much in price just due to the bad RNG coming out of this box. So I think that's how Cryptic justifies putting it in this box, is that they put such a low RNG on it anyway that you're just never going to get it. So here we pulled a tutor. Again, nothing exciting. Anyway, back onto the Gearbox. Like I said, if we're ever going to see any influence from Gearbox, who really knows, to be honest. Gearbox needs to make profit in their initial investment. They spent over $100 million buying Perfect World Entertainment. They need to make that money back. They need to make that revenue back. They're going to, but it's going to take time. It's another surefire sign that Neverwinter is going to last 15, 20 years. It's going to last another 10 years. This game is going to last as long as people are still spending money on Zen. This game is still going to last as long as they have a revolving door and they keep replenishing with new little Timmies that know nothing about the game. I suspect that with the new Dungeons & Dragons movie coming out in the near future, that Neverwinter is going to get an influx of population. There are no real Neverwinter MMORPGs on the market, or Dungeons & Dragons rather. There's no real Dungeons & Dragons MMORPGs on the market other than Neverwinter and Dungeons & Dragons Online. Dungeons & Dragons Online has been around longer than Neverwinter. So, are they ever going to make a Neverwinter 2? Or are they just going to keep this same game that they have going? I don't see any reason that this game, particular Neverwinter, will not last to the 15-year mark, to the 20-year mark. Like I said, it's a free-to-play title. With the influx of traffic coming in from the up-and-coming Dungeons & Dragons movie, more and more people may be inclined to try Neverwinter out. Little Timmy and little Susie are going to open their pocketbooks and give Cryptic money. Ultimately, Gearbox will make their investment back, but it's going to take a long time. So, I don't know. I mean, what are you going to do? There's nothing you can do other than hope for the best. I've been playing this game for a long time now. I've been making content for this game for a very long time now. We've seen the ups and downs, the worsts, etc. I mean, I've gone through it all. fighting with the company, trying to help the company, giving up on the company, and yet I still play. I still somehow enjoy it. I guess, you know, I'm a masochist to some degree because the company continues to pound us in the ass and we continue to take it. You know, I can't quit. I just can't. It's like an addiction, I guess. You know, I can't quit. Until something comes out that is going to pique my interest enough to fully move over to a brand new game and start making content for a brand new game, I'm just in Neverwinter, and that's all there is to it. No matter how much advice I've given the company over the years, they continue to do the complete opposite, and they do what they want to do. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. They're going to do what they think is in the best interest. Nothing is going to tell them otherwise, other than making money. And as long as they're making money, nothing is going to change. Hey, look at that. We actually hit a legendary insignia. It only took 380 Astral Lockboxes, but we actually did hit a legendary insignia. Look at that. Meanwhile, you could have just bought that legendary insignia for a fraction of the money you would have spent on 380 boxes. So we're still hunting for Zariel. We might go to 500, and then I might cut the video here, and then I'll open the rest to see if I happen to get one. But like I said, the RNG on the Zariel is so extremely low that I don't care about the Zariel. We did only pull one Frost Giantess as well so far in almost 400 boxes, but it still angers me and frustrates me that they had the audacity to even put that mount in here. And again, the same thing could be said about the Cunning Mimic, but the Cunning Mimic was already ruined because they put it in the Jubilee. So, I don't know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the rambling so far. We're just having some open discussion. We're popping some boxes. None of this matters anyway. This is literally all on the preview server, so it's a joke. So we just hit 400. Pushing on through here. I'm actually going to cap out on trade bars most likely. I'll probably cut the video when I cap out on trade bars just because I can't be bothered to stop and then continue. Remember, trade bars cap out at 20,000, so whether or not we hit 500 plus boxes and get to the threshold of 20,000 trade bars, we'll have to wait and see. So like I said, hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I don't really have much content planned right now, so this is just a rant video per se. It's a discussion video per se. I just wanted to show anyone out there that's thinking about buying these boxes, especially if you're a new player. If you made it this far into the video, we got to be at least 20 minutes in. If you made it this far in the video and you're a new player, I honestly don't suggest opening these. They could benefit you, but the money investment is not worth it. Imagine paying 60,000 AD and you're getting one Alexandria, 20 trade bars, and 2 vouchers. Here's another 60,000 AD, 20 trade bars, 5 tokens. I mean, you can buy all this stuff way cheaper than gambling. But then you're going to have decent ones, right? It's all RNG. So 2 Genie's Gifts is not bad. 300 trade bars is decent for a new player. And then again, crappy vouchers. It's literally all RNG. It's all one giant gamble. And at the end of the day, it's just not worth it. It's not worth taking that gamble. Even as a new player, I can tell you many ways to invest 60,000 AD than buying one of these boxes, and it's going to benefit you more. Like, this is ridiculous. You could probably buy a stack of this Alexandrite for less than 60,000 alone if you needed refinement. So, like I said, it is what it is. It's a gotcha mechanic because new players just simply don't know. And again, you don't need an enchanted key to do this, so you're literally spending a free resource on a gamble. I can't open anymore. I'm not at the threshold. Hello? Well, it's not letting me open anymore, but I'm not at my threshold. The threshold should be 20,000. But I'm at like 19.5 or something. Okay, well, we'll do this then. I can toss those in the shared bank. Here, we'll toss 19K in the trade bank at least. There we go. That way we can at least open more. I can rant some more, guys. So we almost got halfway through. We're at 561, so we lost our count and everything, but whatever. Let's pound through some more here. Oh, look at that. We hit another cunning mimic. We're on the hunt for Zariel. I don't think it's going to happen, though. So, again, I don't know how long this video is right now, but if you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to riddle this video with ads, so, you know, YouTube algorithm, I got to make that ad revenue. Let's pound through these. It's really early morning my time, by the way, as of filming this video. It's 7 in the morning. I need to go to sleep. Another cunning mimic, so that's 3 cunning mimics. But again, as a new player, or a veteran player, I don't see any reason to open this box whatsoever. They can improve on the box, they can, but they won't because they feel that this is adequate. But again, imagine spending 60,000 AD and you get 2 Alexandrite and 20 trade bars. There's no value here. No value. And then you have decent ones. Like I said, 90 trade bars, 40 trade bars, and then you can get some insignia powder. But overall, when you're doing one box, there's just nothing there, man. It's not, again, Alexandrite, 20 trade bars. 60,000 AD you just wasted right there. If you're a gambling man, be my guest. If you want to waste your AD, you be my guest. I can't tell you what to do. I can only provide the information and the discussion, and you can do with that info as you wish. If you're addicted to gambling and you like gambling, then it's your Astral Diamonds. You can spend it how you want. I can only give you the information. You guys can do with it as you wish. So let's go ahead, pop a few more of these, and then I'll cut the video and try to pop at least another 500 more, just to see if we happen to get a Zariel 1 out of 1,000, because now I'm curious. Not getting a Zariel 1 in 500 is already pretty bad. I mean, you're talking about 30 million AD when you could just have bought the Zariel for 10 million AD, essentially. And here's the thing, the Zariel Companion is not even good. It's not even good! Like, I could see if it was, like, a decent companion, but it's not. It's not even decent. So, again, there's just no point. They took a special item that only 100 existed per platform, and they ruined it for no reason. No reason they decided to ruin it. Alright, we're down to the last 7 here. I'm going to end up cutting this video most likely, and then I'll open up these other 500, and if I do happen to get it, I'll cut it into the video. So yeah, the last 2 right here. Bada bing, bada boom. And 1 more will make an even 500. So that was 500 Astral Lockboxes, essentially 30 million plus AD. We got 1 legendary insignia, Frost Salamander, which who cares, 2 honey badgers, 3 mimics, a tutor, 1 leaf spider, and only 1 giantess in 500 boxes. So, does it make the Frost Giantess still special? No, because now it's accessible to everybody. That's the whole point of exclusive items. Neverwinter, Cryptic Studios, they don't believe in exclusive items. They don't. They reintroduce everything back into the game eventually. It's only a matter of time. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I don't know how long it is. If you suffered through the whole thing, you can leave me a hashtag Astral in the comment section. Hopefully you enjoyed the discussion. Leave me any questions, comments, or concerns below. I will pop these last 499 just to see if we get lucky, and I'll splice it in. So, alright guys, take it easy, and I'll see you guys real soon. Boobalaka titty, boobalaka titty, boobalaka 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 titty. There it is. We hit it. The hunt for Zariel. It took us less than 1,000, but out of the 1,000, we have 268 left. You do the math. So we did hit the Zariel. We hit another leaf spider, 2 incubuses, another honey badger, a mist form, and another cunning mimic. So you do the math. There's 268 left. We did actually hit the Zariel. There she is. But yeah, like I said, you could have just spent the AD and bought the Zariel from someone else that was dumb enough to open these. Stay away from them. That's the final word. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Yeah, I got nothing else. I'm going to open the rest of these. There might be another edit just because, but in case we pull another Zariel or something. But I would safely assume to get Zariel, you're looking at least 1 in 1,000. 1,000 boxes, 60 million AD. We probably got lucky. Now, little Timmy can open 10 of these and pull one. It's all RNG, but the drop rate on this is so low that it's a joke. So, that's all I got for you. Enjoy. Okay, guys, in the last edit, I promise. I did promise 1,000 boxes, so we opened 998. So the first 500, we got 2 Honey Badgers, Red Disc, Frost Salamander Tutor, Leaf Spider, Frost Giant, 3 Mimics, 1 Insignia. Legendary Insignia. The other 500, we got a little bit better results here. Another Leaf Spider, 3 Incubuses, Mistform, another Salamander, 4 Honey Badgers, and 3 more Mimics. We ended up getting another Giant, and ultimately the Zariel and the Legendary Insignia. So out of 1,000 boxes, we got 2 Giants, 1 Zariel. I don't know what's up with the Mimics. We got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Mimics, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Honey Badgers, 3 Incubuses, 2 Leaf Spiders, 2 Salamanders. So again, it's all RNG, but that's pretty bad considering the pulls that you can get. I didn't get a single Feywild Stag. I didn't get a single Pseudo Dragon. I didn't get any Boots of the Misty Step. I didn't get any of the Soratox Blue Tarantula. I didn't get any Owlbear Cubs. So, yeah. I mean, the box is doo-doo. Do not buy this box. Alright? Don't. It's not worth it. 1,000 boxes, essentially. Yeah, you got all this other stuff, as well as the profession stuff. Does anyone even care about profession stuff? Got all this profession stuff. You get all these resources. But all these resources, everything combined, I'm not going to do the math, but it's not 60 million. There's no way. There's no way in the current Neverwinter economy are you going to make anywhere close to that back, most likely. And that's even if you're selling Zariel for 10 million, each Frost Giant for 10 million. That's 30 million right there, right? Let's just say you're selling the Giants for 10 mil and the Zariel for 10 mil. That's half your profit right back, right there. So you would have to sell everything else. I don't see it. I mean, the refinement's garbage, the insignia powder. We ended up getting about 45,000 trade bars. Is it worth 60 million AD? In my opinion, no. Now, if you want to sit here and do the math on everything, selling every single voucher, all these epic insignias, remember we only got 2 legendary insignias. Maybe, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you'll break even. Depending on the prices of the Giant and the Zariel, that's assuming that you're going to sell those for 10 million each. That's 30 million. That's half your investment back. So you need to make another 30 million off selling everything else, plus the 45,000 trade bars, plus all the companion tokens you got. As a new player, if you want to gamble your money, be my guest. I rather tell you to save your AD and buy the things you need outright. First of all, as a new player, you don't need a Frost Giantess. You don't need a Zariel. You don't. You just don't. It is what it is. That's all I got for you. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Couple edits in there. Deal with it. Doo-doo caca, poopy lockbox, dog shit, floppy tacos. I love you all.